Facebook at Eric Unfiltered or on X at Eric Not Sorry. If you like this episode, please give it a like and share it with everyone you know. Now, let's get on with the show. How's everybody doing out there today? I hope you are doing well. I genuinely do. As for myself, I am caffeinated, medicated, and never regulated, so let's freaking go! Today's episode is probably going to be a little on the longer side because I'm going to be reading an article and then I'm going to be getting into it. Before I read the article, because today's episode is a lot about the First Amendment. That's right, freedom of speech, specifically. Now, if you have never listened to me before, first off, thank you for checking me out. But I am a free speech absolutist. That's right. I believe everyone has the right to say and feel and believe whatever the hell it is they want to say, feel, or believe. I am not the thought police. But Eric, do you mean everything? Yes. I believe everyone has the right to say anything, any word. Yes, even that word. I'm not saying they should, but everybody has the right to say whatever it is they want. If somebody wants to deny that dinosaurs existed, okay. You could sit and laugh at them, or you can agree with them, or disagree. Whatever, that's their right. If they want to deny the Holocaust, those people exist. Okay, that's their right as well. I don't have to agree with them. You don't have to agree with them. But at least you know where that person stands. If somebody wants to spew hateful rhetoric, then let them. Go for it. Now you know where that person stands. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have retribution on things somebody says that you dislike. No, absolutely not, because who the fuck are you? Are you the thought police? Who put a crown on your head to decide what others can and can't say? Now, yes, you can definitely have an opinion on what someone says. Of course, absolutely. But when somebody says something or posts something or whatever, at least you know where they're coming from. You know where they stand on something. And it is up to you to either just smile and say, well, that guy's a schmuck, and walk away. It's up to you to decide whether you want to hang out with that person, if you want to go to barbecues or Six Flags with them or have a beach day, or whether you want your kids to interact with their kids or not. It's entirely up to you. But if you try to snuff out someone's right to say whatever it is they want to say, no matter how heinous, no matter how unhinged, no matter how bonkers it may be, or downright wrong, people have the right to say whatever it is they want. Now, this particular story that I'm about to read is about a tailgate on a pickup truck, specifically bumper stickers. Yes, bumper stickers. And I'm going to do my best to describe the images, or the image that I saw. I will also try to post it so you can have a look for yourself. And I know this has drawn the ire of many individuals, but also support of people that don't even agree with the owner of this pickup truck with all of these bumper stickers. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to read the article, and then I'm gonna get into it a little bit more afterwards. But as I said, I am not the thought police. You can say and believe whatever it is you want. Just like me. I'm going to say whatever the hell I damn well please. You don't have to like it. That's cool. That's cool. I don't hate you. You can disagree with me. All right, cool. If you would like to have a discussion, by all means. I have no problem having discussions. I will not have arguments. I will not have screaming matches. And I will not get involved in insults because everybody loses. Even if you think you win, everybody loses. Because if you snuff out discourse, everybody loses. You do yourself a great disservice by trying to snuff out someone's freedom of speech. And again, who the hell made you queen or king of the thought police. Yeah, no. No, that's not your role. Again, you don't have to like or agree with anything anybody ever says. That's fine. It's perfectly fine, and it's perfectly normal. But to try to tell somebody, you can't say that? Sit down, bitch. Wow, I just said that. Oh no, hurtful words. Yeah, I don't care. F your feelings. I really don't care. That's the point of the First Amendment. You don't have to like it. I don't have to like what you say. I could totally disagree with you. That happens quite often. I know, surprise. But you are entitled to your opinion, and you have not only entitled as a human being, you have the constitutional right to say that. And as far as I'm concerned, regardless of any bullshit law some dildo signs that says otherwise. It's called the First Amendment of the damn Constitution of the United States. And if you don't like it, pack your shit and get the fuck out, because you also have the right to leave. Okay, with that said, I'm going to bring up the article, and let's get into it. So this article I found, it was posted on X, and it is by the Connecticut Sentinel. I don't know a whole lot about them. Again, I just saw the article, and I read it. I read it a few times, and let's see here. It says it was posted by the CT Sentinel staff, so I don't specifically have a name to the author of this, but I did like where they went at the end of the article, and you'll understand when I get there. So, again, this was on the Connecticut Sentinel. I found it on X, and this was posted May 7th of 2025. Headline reads, Old Saybrook First Selectman says that truck won't be on town property while he's working for the town. Did he just assume the gender of the owner? I'm just kidding. Sorry, I had to. All right, continuing on. Being serious now. The town of Old Saybrook, Connecticut, received some complaints after a truck plastered in pro-Trump, anti-Biden, and anti-Kamala stickers was spotted in the parking lot of the mini golf at Saybrook Point, which is part of the town's Park and Recs department. Old Saybrook First Selectman Carl Fortuna, a Republican, told the owner of the vehicle, who is currently being paid to work for the town, that it's not appropriate or a good look for the town to have a Go Fuck Kamala sticker on a vehicle parked on town property. That truck won't be on town property while he's working for the town, said Fortuna, who clarified there isn't necessarily an ordinance about stickers on town vehicles, and said it was more a matter of decorum. He added that if the sticker went the other way politically, and said something like Donald Trump is a fucking orange monkey, then he would have said the same thing. That it's not right. Okay, all right. Fortuna is concerned that people can lose control quickly these days when they see something like that tailgate covered in stickers. So he doesn't think it's unfair to say, you know what, we're trying to make some repairs to the park and rec facility. That's all we're trying to do. We don't need to make an issue out of that. Okay. He also pointed out that this is not a construction site. It's where people might want to bring their kids, and there are some things I just think are reasonable. He doesn't know if the owner has an alternative vehicle to drive while working for the town, and said it's not his problem. But Fortuna said his door is always open, and he's always willing to talk. Interesting. He doesn't seem to think of this as a free speech issue. Oh, of course not. The controversy started a fefew days ago when a photo of the truck circulated on social media, generating nearly 200 comments in an Old Saybrook-focused Facebook group. Hamana. I'm sorry. Some people loved the truck and wanted to hire the owner based on stickers. Others defended the owner even if they didn't agree with the message on the stickers because they believe in the freedom of speech. I disagree with every sticker on there that I can make out. But now we're against people's freedom of expression? It's one thing for us to complain, but another for a municipality to take any kind of action. Another quote was, I don't agree with anything that tailgate says, but making it so this person can't drive their truck to their job is a bit much. What happened to freedom of speech? And again, I do not agree with this person, but they still should be able to work, and speeches are mined just like you. That they should have proofread that before they typed it and posted it, but you know. All right. Another quote. It is wrong for the town to take any action as this is freedom of expression protected under the First Amendment. If it's obscene, why isn't the owner of the truck arrested? Why isn't the truck pulled over and ticketed during any use? The town absolutely should not be infringing on anyone's 1A rights. But a number of residents expressed pure outrage over the stickers and wanted action. One person even called for firing the person. Quote, the vulgar language and sexual innuendos are enough for this to be unacceptable publicly. But the blatant racism is absolutely sickening. Everyone defending this has to either be blind, ignorant, or racist. This isn't freedom of expression. It's highly offensive and discriminatory. Another quote was, try explaining the Sex Act on the back to your child. Oh, we're going to get into that. Some people even felt the owner of the truck should move out of New England, and even suggested that MAGA Trump supporters are disgusting and belong in rural Alabama with the rest of ignorance. Wow. Somebody sounds like they have a college degree. The moderator of the Facebook group that circulated the photo, Earl Swain, a former Board of Ed candidate in Old Saybrook, who calls Trump supporters Nazis and racist, sexist, and homophobics, said obscenities are not legal, and Connecticut law defines obscenity and prohibits its promotion. This includes activities like selling, distributing, or exhibiting obscene materials. Oh, interesting. You don't say, Mr. Swain. Swain told one person that the language and pictures are not things that should be where little kids can see it. They should have a little common decency. He later added that it's about filth that our kids shouldn't have to see, and described the vehicle as inappropriate and illegal and Nazi transportation. Oh, really? Now, when I was reading this article, I paused there in my brain and immediately had thoughts. And then I continued reading, and whoever wrote this, y'all read my mind. The irony here, of course, is that Swain boasted about banned books in one of his Board of Ed campaign videos. These are books that include a plethora of obscenities and graphic depictions of sex acts, like the book Fun Home, which is available in the Old Saybrook High School library, while angrily chopping herbs with a couple large knives. Okay. Nonetheless, Swain felt the stickers on the back of the truck were disgusting and seemed to be relieved that Fortuna addressed the issue. Quote, the problem has been rectified, and we won't be seeing this on town job sites in the future, said Swain. The Sentinel was unable to reach the owner of the truck for comment. Wow, so much to unpack. For starters, First Amendment. Okay, just period. So if you have complaints over bumper stickers on this guy's truck, eat shit. Eat shit. It's just like if I have a problem with bumper stickers on somebody's car, I don't have to like it. Then I get to eat shit. I mean, that person has a right to put whatever they want on their car, right? And they have the right to believe whatever they want to believe. But I just find it interesting that someone who has no problem calling people he doesn't know and clearly knows nothing about, Nazis, homophobes, and all these other insults. I would love for him to say that, call that to my face. I honestly would love that. I really would. Not because of any retribution outside of litigation, because I would sue his ass into the fucking ground. But it's First Amendment. You don't have to like what this person has on their car. Or anybody. I mean, there's somebody in my nearby neighborhood through the election had fuck Trump signs on flagpoles. Excuse me, not signs, flags up on flagpoles. Is that acceptable, sir? Mr. Swain? Is it? It's about common decency, isn't it? Common decency. So, is that okay? Is it? I bet you wouldn't answer that, or you'd probably trip over yourself or run away, right? Yeah, exactly. I didn't fucking like it. I think that homeowner, I know exactly where that homeowner stands, and I know that person and I would not get along. Odds are. Because if you were willing to put a flag up, a flagpole, for all the children to see, because it's literally at the corner of a bus stop, then, we're not going to get along. I know we wouldn't get along. Nor would I go over there and try to take the flag down. Nor would I go over there and try to burn it. I wouldn't mind having one of those flags to burn, but I'm not going to go over on that person's property and destroy their property. No. If I saw them outside and I was driving by, I may give them the one finger salute. But again, they have their right to think and feel how they feel. I have the right to disagree and think they're an asshole. Okay, fine. Woo-woo! Interesting. And as I read at the beginning of this, the quote regarding, let's see here, we don't need to make a big issue out of this. Then why are you making an issue out of it? Oh, and let's see, what was this other quote? Concern that people can lose control quickly these days. Well, you know what? Maybe adults need to grow the fuck up. Grow some thicker skin, grow some nads, and grow a spine. And realize that, there's people that you're not going to get along with. You're never going to get along with. You're not going to agree with. You're always going to butt heads. And that's fine. I understand as well where these individuals, not necessarily, Mr. Swain and Fortuna, but I also do understand the public at large when it comes to decency stuff. I do, and I get it. If you've listened to me for any length of time, the F word is kind of like my favorite word. It just is. But I also understand that there are times and places where I will kind of refrain. Like if I'm at a family function or I'm spending the day with my grandma. I typically don't drop F-bombs around grandma. Why? It's just a fucking respect thing. It is. It's just, again, I get it. If I go to the park with my buddy and he brings his his kids, and there's a bunch of kids there, I'm not going to be dropping the F-bombs. And no. No. Just like I wouldn't be looking up porn on my phone with the volume all the way up. I don't do that anyway. But the point being, know your audience, right? Okay, well, this person, I'm assuming their personal vehicle. Well, okay. Do whatever you want. I see a lot of retarded shit on cars. Just yesterday, I saw this car that I don't know how many minuscule thousandths of an inch it was off the ground. Like, this crap would teeter. It would turn into a seesaw going over a speed bump. And its wheels were cambered. The thing looked fucking retarded. But I'm not going to try to run the guy off the road. I'm not going to throw paint at him. I'm not going to throw pennies out the window at him. I'm not going to call the police and try to get him towed and have it. No, I just think it looks fucking stupid. But you know what? That person obviously doesn't. That car owner thinks it's cool, and they dig it. Okay, that individual and I will not see eye to eye on that. Okay, so what? Rock on with your bad self, homie. Whoever you are, I don't care. Rock on with your bad self. Serious. I think it's stupid. They don't. Okay, and at the end of the day, I'm not paying his car insurance. I'm not paying to replace his suspension. No. So what do I give a shit? I can point and laugh. That's fucking stupid. And he can be like, okay, whatever, bro. I like it. Okay, cool, dude. Okay, so I understand people put bumper stickers, and sure, sometimes there's foul language. Okay, aren't we adults? Well, won't somebody think of the children? Just like the point of this article made at the end of it regarding Mr. Swain. I have already done an episode, at least one, about sexually explicit books in Connecticut schools. Scroll back, I think I did it in April, maybe March, I'm not sure. Do your own research. But I've already covered this, and I'm sure I'll cover it again because these freaking adults love having this shit in schools. So I've already talked about sexually explicit books, these air quote banned books, being in schools around children, elementary school age children, and how Connecticut officials are pushing to either have them there or to keep them there. And this guy's got the nutsack to talk about decency and explain those sexual positions to your children. Bro, how about you try to explain to me how a parent has to explain scat porn to their young child when they read it in one of those books? Swain, shut the fuck up and sit down. You are a dipshit, bro. Dipshit. Oh, wait, that's right. I guess I'm just a fucking Nazi, right? You fucking twat. Oh no, did I just violate decency laws? I don't care. I don't care. I cannot express how much I don't give a shit. Do you know how many times I see some fucking Prius go down the highway with their equal stickers and their fuck Trump stickers and Elon's a Nazi and rainbows and this and that? Okay, I know ideologically the person that owns that vehicle and I will most likely not get along. We may agree on, it's a nice, beautiful day today. Yes, it is. I'm sure we could agree on the weather. I know we will probably not agree on pretty much anything else after that. Maybe sports. Maybe they're a Red Sox fan. I don't know. But beyond that, no. Odds are we will butt heads. And okay, I know where that person stands now. I know that I have no desire to have an interaction with that individual. So, I just don't. Easy peasy. Wow. That was so hard, wasn't it? No, it was very easy. So I have the picture in front of me, and I will do my best to describe it. And like I said, I will put it up with the article, so, what say you kind of thing. But going from left to right, from what I can read, because as you zoom in, certain letters and words do get blurry. But, so one says, how's that Biden thing working out for you? And it lists off, like, the prices of things that went up. I identify as non-binary. That's kind of cute. That's funny. I like that. BLM, burn, loot, murder. Okay. Well, that, if you pay attention to the riots, okay. Trump 2024, Kamala for the people, proud to be everything liberals hate, defend the police. Let's see. The best thing about Republican women, they don't have dicks. You know what? That is actually, yeah. Okay. There's a picture of the day President Trump was almost assassinated in Butler, PA. And next to it, it says, "You missed." There's an American flag with the thin blue line on it. It says, "Duty, honor, courage." Back the blue. All right. Let's see here. Fact check me. We don't blame all Muslims for what a small group of Muslims did on 9/11. You shouldn't blame responsible gun owners for what a handful of criminals do. Okay, yeah, that's a factual statement. Okay, sure. The picture of Trump says, "My president, drill baby drill." There's a couple of USA stickers. Takes a special kind of stupid to think criminals will obey gun laws. Yeah, that's pretty factual. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. I see the word bullshit is there. Okay. Let's see. The biggest threat to Democrats is black and white people getting along. Well, that's a fucking fact right there. Now, I understand there's a couple here. Yes, it says, "Hey, Kamala, go fuck yourself." Okay, all right. How Kamala got to the White House, and it shows, a silhouette of getting somebody getting jiggy with it, like a Diddy party. Okay, so again, I do understand why certain people would get butthurt over these bumper stickers. I do. I mean, again, I get it. And I understand how some people would feel about decency. Okay, you want to talk about decency. Again, let's revert back to some of these sexually explicit books for children. What about, I don't know, crap the kids are looking at on their phone, like the videos from TikTok or YouTube even, or Facebook Reels, or Instagram? What is some of the shit the kids are watching on that and looking up on that? I mean, you do realize that if your kid has a smartphone, and let's see, if your child is a boy, probably around the age 9 or 10, when boys typically start to notice girls, and not because, without the fear of cooties, you know what I mean? Boys starting to grow hair. If they have a smartphone, they know where all the free porn sites are. Yes, they do. So do not wah to me about bumper stickers. Bumper stickers! And to want someone to lose their employment because of bumper stickers, you're a cunt. You really are. I don't know who posted that comment, but yeah, that's what you are. Can't understand normal thinking. That's what that word stands for. Because again, why would you want somebody to lose their job because they have bumper stickers on a car you don't like? Okay? Then you know what? I want everybody that owns a Prius that has, a fuck Trump sticker. I want them fired too. You see how stupid that sounds? Come on. Now, a simple solution. Now, I'm just thinking outside the box here. I do not want to violate the owner's First Amendment right. Absolutely not. But let's say I was a supervisor on a job site. Now, I'm not saying, obviously, it's specified in the article that was not a construction site. But if I was a foreman and it came to me that people were crying and upset and, well, somebody think of the children, I am not going to ask this gentleman to leave the job site. I certainly would not terminate them. No. Why? The one thing I might do, I'm not saying I would, because again, laws, company policies, and all that stuff. The only thing I might do is I'd pull him aside and be like, "Bro, I get it. I don't give a shit where you stand, whether I agree with you or not. It doesn't matter. People are, while you're here, I have a blanket. Can we just throw a blanket over the tailgate and you can just, close the tailgate and can we just cover it up while you're here?" And it's up, again, I don't know if I could do that or not. And I know some people would say, "Dude, that's bullshit." Look, just trying it. You know what I'm saying? If I was the supervisor and I was getting grief, the old saying, shit flows downhill. I'm not trying to terminate the guy. I'm not burning his truck. I'm not taking, a paint scraper to. No, fuck no, dude. No. But if we're on the job site and somebody's got, a fucking hard-on over it, then maybe I would ask him to do that. And if he said no, I'd be like, okay. Again, I'm not going to fire the guy. I'm just, bro, could we do it? Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. Honestly, I don't know. Because, again, what are the rest of the details? The Sentinel, apparently, as I read, they reached out. They did not get into contact with the owner of the vehicle, or they denied an interview. I don't know. And I don't care. I'm sure there's more details to this, quite possibly. But I don't have a problem with somebody having stickers. I have seen the F word and shit and asshole, you name it. I've seen it on all sorts of... I've seen it on work trucks. I've seen it on personal vehicles. Okay. And? Well, what do I explain to your child? You explain to your child that some people like to express how they feel, and sometimes it may be offensive. I recall artwork way back in the day of, what was it, like a picture of Jesus eating a baby or something, and there was like a baby eating a rat, and I remember a big to-do about it, and the artist was like, it's just art. Okay, I didn't like it. I thought it was disgusting. I thought it was gross. Okay. And? Oh, guess what? I didn't go to the exhibit. I don't have pictures of the stuff on my phone or on my laptop because I didn't like it. Just like when everybody was up in arms back in the day about Howard Stern. I think Howard Stern's an asshole. I have always thought Howard Stern is an asshole. Okay. And? Does that affect Howard Stern? No. Does that affect his audience? No. Okay. So guess what? I didn't listen. I didn't tune in. Well, if he's at the job site and those stickers are there, there's no way to turn it out. Don't fucking look at it. Don't give it attention. Quit your bitching. Quit your crying. Grow a spine. Be an adult. There are people out there you will disagree with. Newsflash, right? But again, I understand, as I stated, about decency. I get it. You don't want to go to the park with your kid and there's, all sorts of stuff on the truck. Okay. Then don't go that day. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm tired of people complaining about stupid shit like this. And for Mr. Fortuna, a Republican, to come out against somebody's First Amendment speech, bro, that's not a good look. I don't know much about Mr. Fortuna. I don't. Or Mr. Swain. I already know enough about Mr. Swain. Somebody defending books like that, no, you excommunicado out of my book. Fuck off. But for somebody, especially somebody that has an R next to their name, not a good look, homie. Not a good look. But again, it's politics, right? It's politicking. I don't know. Is it an election year, maybe? I don't know. Campaigning? I don't know. Gotta say something, though. All I am saying is, no, of course, this guy should not lose their job. Shut up with that crap, you moron. But I also, like I said, I understand decency stuff. Okay? I get it. But who are you? Who are you? Are you perfect? No. Have you said things in front of children that you probably shouldn't have? Probably. Who hasn't, right? We've all oopsied. Kind of, shit. And then you wonder why the 2-year-old's repeating, shit from the back seat. We've all done it. We have all experienced that. We've all foobarred situations. But this person has the right to express themselves, and that is how this individual expresses themselves. You don't have to agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. Or you totally can. You'd be like, hell yeah, dude. Okay. Again, at the end of the day, okay. You don't have to like it. The point is, it's the First Amendment. You can sit there and cry about decency. Okay. Do you realize that there was a song not too long ago that was like a big hit called Wet Ass Pussy? Are you? Look it up. Yes. Don't talk to me about decency when I look at some of the outfits some of these famous musicians and singers are wearing. Okay? How about just how certain young ladies dress when they go to school? You want to talk to me about decency? Oh, how about drag queen story hours? Do you want to talk to me about decency? Now, these performers have every right to wear what they want. If somebody is a drag queen, I think it's fucking weird and disturbing. But, rock on with your bad self, bruh. For real. I think it's gross and weird and there's something wrong. But if that's what you're into, by all means. I question why certain people that dress in drag and want to be around children, yeah, I question that a lot. But if you want to dress in drag and do a burlesque show that's 18 and older, okay, fucking go for it. I don't have to attend. I think it's gross and weird. Okay, so what? You don't. It's what you enjoy. Okay, fine, do it. I don't have to agree with you, but I have no right to stop you. Okay, so go do it. Have fun. Genuinely, go. I question when it's around children. That's where I kind of get a. Yeah, that's where my butt puckers and questions a lot of things about people. Okay, so don't cry at me about decency and think of the children when all of that other stuff I just mentioned, all of that. What about movies? Are you allowing your children to watch horror movies? What? You should have your child taken from you. You allow your 7-year-old to watch Freddy Krueger movies? We should call DCF. You see how stupid that sounds? Now, again, I understand. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of, what age children should be watching certain... No. The point being, who are you? Who are you to make the call on what people should and shouldn't do or say or post? I understand threatening is bad and wrong. I get it. Okay? Get it. But somebody wants to say Trump is a piece of shit, orange man, Hitler, go for it. If they want to say Obama is, a foreign agent that's not even an American, okay, fine, say it. I don't have to agree. I don't have to disagree. I could be completely neutral. I don't have to pick a side. You don't have to pick a side. Nobody has to pick a side, but everybody has the right to say it, to express it, and to show it. And then you have the right then to take that information and decide what to do with it. Whether you go, hey, this person I agree with, cool, let's go get a beer, or no, don't like that. Nah, sorry, I'm going this way, and so are my kids. No, we're not going to hang out. Bye. Peace out. Fine. That's fine. But again, who are you to decide the rules? Because what you may find inappropriate, others may say, what's the big deal? And vice versa. So who gets to decide what words, what slogans, what phrases, what images? Obviously, I'm not talking openly pornographic nudity, okay? Okay. Let's use a little fucking common sense here, people. I'm hoping you're adults that understand adult thinking. I know I'm going out on a limb for some. I get it. But but seriously, what somebody may find inappropriate, other people may find fine. And then, because everybody has their line. Everybody has that limit. It's like certain jokes. Like, I love ethnic jokes. I think they're hilarious. All of them. Whether it's about anything. Pick a group of individuals. White people, Asians, Australians, whatever. If the joke is funny, then it's funny. But somebody may find it offensive. Okay? Then that person probably should see their way out of the conversation. Okay? They're just jokes. But some people may find them offensive. Okay, fair enough. They don't have to find the joke funny. That's fine. But who has the right to tell that person they can't say a joke because they don't find it funny? I say, go fuck yourself. That's just me. But what do I know? I'm just an asshole with a mic. So what say you? Did you look at the picture that I posted? How do you feel about bumper stickers or slogans written on cars or even people's yard signs? How do you feel about that? And, where do you stand? What say you? What say you? All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. And you know how to find me. X is Eric Not Sorry, and Facebook is Eric Unfiltered. I forget what the hell my email is. The links are there somewhere. But thank you for tuning in. And if you like the episode, give it a share and all that. You know the routine. So until next time, everyone, please keep being you.